If you've been waiting for that first real summer in Lamorinda week, this might be it. There's outdoor theater, Plaza concerts, food trucks back in Orinda, and one of the more unexpectedly fun live shows of the month happening at a bowling alley in Lafayette. This is Lamorinda Life. I'm Rajiv, and every week I put together a curated look at what's actually worth checking out around Lafayette, Moraga, and Orinda. Starting Thursday night, one thing I definitely keep on your radar is Tiny Beautiful Things at Town Hall Theater in Lafayette. It's based on the Cheryl Strayed book and advice column collection, which sounds kind of heavy if you haven't read it, but it's actually really funny and human and emotional in a very grounded way. Town Hall usually does a good job with productions that feel intimate without feeling overly serious, and this one seems especially good if you want a night out that's a little different from the standard dinner and drinks routine. Also, Thursday nights in Orinda kicks off at the Orinda Community Center. The Taste of the World food trucks are back. The Kate Burkart Band is playing live, and it feels like one of those events that captures what makes Lamorinda special. You can show up with family, meet friends, grab dinner outdoors, and almost guarantee you'll run into someone you know. It's less about any one food truck or performance and more about the community gathering together for a few hours on a Thursday night. And if you're looking for more of a grown-up night out Thursday, Ristorante Amoroma in Moraga has their weekly wine tasting from 5:30 to 7:30. It's a nice chance to try a few wines you probably won't find on most restaurant lists around town, and an easy way to start the evening before heading out to dinner. Friday is packed. The big community event is probably Rock the Plaza in Lafayette. Free outdoor concerts in the Plaza are kind of one of the defining Lamorinda summer traditions at this point. This week, it's Jimbo Scott and Yesterday's Biscuits. Even if you don't know the band, these concerts are usually more about the scene than the lineup anyway. People bring chairs, kids run around, restaurants fill up nearby. It's just a good excuse to be outside downtown for a few hours. But the event I'm most curious about this week is Jonathan Richman at Siesta Valley Bowl. If you know Jonathan Richman, you already know. If you don't, imagine a mix of live music, storytelling, humor, and pure enthusiasm. And somehow seeing him at a bowling alley in Lafayette feels exactly right. It has all the makings of one of those uniquely East Bay nights. Also, Friday night, there's a First Fridays Makers Market in Orinda, plus an adults-only improv jam at Lamorinda Improv Theater if you want something more interactive and low pressure. That one's BYOB, which honestly tells you most of what you need to know about the vibe. Saturday slows down a little, which is probably good. The Orinda Farmers Market is always worth mentioning this time of year because it actually starts feeling alive again once summer produce shows up. It's less of a quick errand and more of a slow morning. Coffee, pastries, people wandering around, catching up with neighbors. If you've lived here long enough, you know exactly the kind of Saturday morning I mean. And over at the Orinda Theater, they're showing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as part of the Disney restoration series. The Orinda Theater is one of those places that still genuinely feels special every time you walk in. It's easy to forget how lucky we are to still have places like that around here. Sunday has a couple easy options if you're not trying to overplan your weekend. Headlands Brewing has live music Sunday afternoon, which usually ends up being a very relaxed crowd. Good for meeting friends, bringing kids, or just sitting outside with a beer for a while without needing a huge agenda. And if you're even remotely into cars, Le Pit Club is doing their Lafayette and Moraga morning meetups again. Very casual, cars and coffee kind of setup. You don't need to own anything fancy to go. Half the fun is just walking around, looking at whatever people decided to bring out that morning. One thing I wanted to call out is the next Lamorinda Dinner Club coming up June 17th in Lafayette. We started this because I kept hearing versions of the same thing from people around here. I know a lot of people locally, but I don't actually meet new people anymore. So the whole idea is just a casual shared dinner. No networking structure, no awkward icebreakers, no business pitch energy. Just good food and interesting people from around Lamorinda sitting down together for a few hours. It's been really fun seeing who shows up. A few quick hits before I go. Trivia night at Canyon Club Brewery. Tuesday night is always lively if you want an easy group plan. Boards, Booze, and Bites at Lafayette Public House on Wednesday is basically board games and drinks in a neighborhood hangout format. And Live Music Tuesdays at Headlands has quietly become one of the more reliable low-key weeknight plans around Lafayette. That's it for this week. If you want the full calendar, local business spotlights, and a few things I don't usually put on social, you can subscribe to the Lamorinda Life newsletter. Otherwise, get out there this week, support something local, and maybe check out something you wouldn't normally put on your calendar. Those are usually the events that end up surprising you. Talk soon.